Hey, what's going on, guys? Nate Sandell, 1500ESPN.com, Wolves beat reporter, Target Center, right after the Wolves beat the Dallas Mavericks tonight, 116-108, and it was a game that the Wolves really needed to bounce back after two games in which they played in just a very uninspired fashion. Rick Edelman really not pleased at all after both those games. He was not a happy camper in practices this week, but he comes back. The Wolves come back today and really played a much more upbeat, and it was all thanks to Kevin Martin and Kevin Love, just the dynamic duo tonight. Kevin Love flirting with a triple-double. Just even after the first quarter, I was already there with 9 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists just after the first quarter alone. Kevin Martin really coming in the second half and being that dynamic scoring threat down the stretch the Wolves needed. And he goes off and matches Love's output with 32 points. And so really just seeing those guys thrive together was a really pleasing thing to see, because the Wolves needed that. They needed somebody behind Kevin Love to be that anchor, and that's what you have in both those guys. Now, the Wolves come out and were able to get off to an early, fast start against the Mavericks, but Dallas comes back there in the first half and reclaimed a lot of the momentum. But what you've seen in the last two losses was the Wolves shut down after that and just were never able to regain momentum. Tonight, they were able to take it back and really hold on to it and stave off some of those momentary lapses that popped up in the third and fourth quarter, and push on and hold the Mavericks off when they had to. And that's what made it an impressive victory. In Rick Edelman, much more upbeat than he has been in the last couple of days post-game, just saying that was an example of what this team is capable of doing. And I think the thing you look at the most with Kevin Love is his ability to facilitate that has come up in these last few games this season, something that we hadn't seen out of Kevin Love, even when he was in his all-star form before the injury-riddled season last year. We hadn't seen him give that ability to always want to facilitate and toss out the assist. Tonight, he and Corey Brewer on those outlet passes were on the same page. I think it was 5 of 7 of Brewer's baskets tonight came off assists from Kevin Love. Brewer, just that guy, that streaky guy running down the court. Kevin Love finding him and really having that connection. But again, it came down to Love and Martin, as it has been for the last 4 games. This was the 4th straight game in which Martin has scored 23 points or more. And the thing that stood out to me post-game was Martin saying that this was a reminder to him why he came to Minnesota, that when he was in his earlier years of his career, this is his 10th season, when he was at Sacramento, he was really the guy that was supposed to be the 30-plus scorer, the only guy on those teams that was capable of that. And he said that by coming to Minnesota, he knew he never wanted to go to another place where he was only going to be the only guy capable of that. And now he has a fellow standout star in Kevin Love, one that is by far the face of this squad, and it's been the anchor. Martin plays the perfect complement, and the Wolves will really need that down the stretch, or as the season goes on. They're going to need a lot more production for the bench again. Beyond Love and Martin, it was a struggle. Nikola Pekovic getting a little bit more involved tonight than he had been, but still, they're going to need a lot more production from the bench for this team to thrive. But it was a good start, a good push in the right direction. Consistency's got to be maintained when they make this difficult road trip out to LA this weekend. But a couple injury notes, or one injury note. Derek Williams out today with back spasms. He's day-to-day. I don't think that will be a long-term issue. He looks to be okay. Post-game, Ronnie Turioff, still we don't have a timetable on when he will return from his fractured right elbow, but we're hoping to get more of an idea in the next week. They're waiting for him to regain some momentum or movement in that right elbow before they make a judgment. Chase Budinger was thought to maybe be back with the team this week just to continue his rehab here from the meniscus surgery, but he's still down in Pensacola, Florida, rehabbing there. We may see him up here in the next week. But again, Wolves going off to LA this weekend. They start that back-to-back with the Clippers and Lakers on Sunday night. They are at 4-2. Again, there's you have to be impressed with that. That is a strong start to the season. Right now, it's all about consistency. Can they maintain it? And that will be a big thing to watch as we go forward here. So again, Nate Sandell at the Target Center. Wolves win tonight, 4-2. I will talk to you guys back when the Wolves get home next week.